975. Don't miss the 20th edition of this live transforming conference, 30th of July to the 2nd of August at ABMTC, Mampong Epiapim. The Give Thyself Holy Conference 2024. I'll see you there.
Enjoy the live camp atmosphere. 2 hours of anointed teaching as you listen to the message from the Macanere, preached by Doug Haywood Mills on Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM. Played from Monday to Sunday from 12 a.m. till 2 a.m. This camp message will change your life and ministry forever.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them all. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, Mommy.
But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks were clean in the morning. Hey, everything has transformed. I understand though. School is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some Milo at breakfast.
Your champs need nourishment and energy. Give them the Milo Energy at breakfast. Now with vitamin D that supports energy release to help their daily performance. Milo, energy to go further. Milo. This advert is FDA approved.
You've made me happy. Happy to wake up in time for an awesome quiet time. Happily informed every morning with what's going on. Happy to be toe-tapping my way to work. Happy to drive out after a stressful day. Happy you healed my flu with Doctor Who. Happy the effects of the cross have reached the lost. Happy I am indeed. You helped my joy increase. Sweet Melodies, you are simply edifying.
Sweet Melodies, we gon' make each day worth living. 94.3 FM. Sweet Melodies, Sweet Melodies.
94.3 FM.
The time is 7 a.m. Good morning. This is Sweet Melodies News on the Hour. We're broadcasting live from our studios, 111 Police Loop North, Kineshi. We're also streaming on www.sweetmelodiesfm.com, on TuneIn and Radio Garden at Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM. I'm Akosia Akufuenso. Coming up in this bulletin, fuel prices to go up by 4% on Tuesday, COPEC predicts. In international news, man killed during Trump's shooting dived on family to protect them. Now the news in detail. The Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, COPEC, has predicted a 4% rise in petroleum product prices in the next pricing window effective tomorrow. According to COPEC, indications across the downstream petroleum markets show that the pump retail prices of all three products, petrol, diesel, and LPG, will increase on Tuesday. In a statement dated Sunday, July 14th, Duncan Amwa, Executive Secretary of COPEC, attributed the potential increase to the further depreciation of the cedi relative to the dollar rate from an average of $1 to 15.2779 Ghana cedis to $1 to 15.462 Ghana cedis, negative 1.205%. The Executive Director of the Center for Democratic Governance Ghana, Professor Kwesi Prempeh, has highlighted the importance of effective case management over increasing the number of judges to handle caseloads in the judiciary. Professor Prempeh stressed the necessity of understanding the underlying factors contributing to high caseloads. He highlighted the significance of adequate resources for the court, including technological advancements, administrative support, and research assistance as critical components in managing caseloads efficiently. On the international scene, one man in the audience died while trying to protect his family during an attempted assassination of Donald Trump on Saturday, authorities say. Corey Comparator, a 50-year-old volunteer fire chief, dove onto family members when the shots rang out. Corey died a hero, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro said at a news conference yesterday. Pennsylvania State Police said the other two people shot were 57-year-old David Dutch and 74-year-old James Copenhaver. Both were in a stable condition on Sunday. The Pennsylvania governor said that he spoke to Mr. Comparator's wife and two daughters. And finally, officers at a police station near a rubbish dump where dismembered body parts were found have been transferred, Kenya's acting Inspector General of Police has said. Yesterday, Douglas Kanja Kirocho said that so far, 8 female bodies had been retrieved from the site in the capital, Nairobi. Kenya's police watchdog previously announced it was investigating whether there was police involvement in the gruesome deaths, which come amid allegations of widespread human rights abuses by officers during recent anti-government protests. Mr. Kirocho said officers from Kware Police Station were being moved to ensure fair and unbiased investigations into the heinous deaths. And that's it for this bulletin of the news. I'm Akosia Akufuenso. Have a good morning.
Spreading love, spreading peace, spreading joy and harmony, spreading laughter on 94.3 Sweet Melodies. Spreading love, spreading peace, spreading joy and harmony, spreading laughter on 94.3 Sweet Melodies. Sweet melodies, sweet melodies, spreading laughter on 94.3 Sweet Melodies. Sweet melodies.
Grabbing a bite for breakfast? Getting ready for the day's activities? Stuck in rush hour traffic maybe? However you may be spending your morning, stay informed with the latest and hottest news stories making the headlines. Tune in to What's Going On, your favorite interactive morning show here on Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Monday to Friday.
Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM.
Good morning, wonderful listeners of Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM. Welcome to the program, What's Going On? My name is Naudi. The brand new week. God has given us a brand new week in the middle of the 7th month of the year 2024. Is Monday, the 15th of July, 2024. What a blessing. Wow. The year has gone so fast. So fast. But we give God the praise and the glory for giving us life. So, like we do, we'll be going through the newspapers to find out what's going on. I can see that the Snit Hotels seems to still be in the news. There has been some apology about our people or our man Kwame Nkrumah issue from Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. We'll also read all about that saga and many others new things in the newspapers this morning. You are welcome once again, and let's go and listen to Dr. Mike Murdoch for 2 minutes. Let's gain some 2-minute wisdom. Stick around.
Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM.
This is another 2-minute wisdom key with Dr. Mike Murdoch.
I love this book, 1001 Wisdom Keys of Mike Murdoch. These are powerful keys that God has put in my spirit, and I want to send you this book. It's my way of honoring you for being a partner, helping us spread the gospel of Jesus Christ with a special seed of $58. When you click on button 8, you can ask for it. Here is the wisdom key of the day. Number 49, when you let go of what is in your hand, God will let go of what is in his hand. I can take you to the very church on a Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock when the Holy Spirit spoke that to my heart. I had just planted my first $1,000 seed on a Wednesday. And then that morning I had planted another one. And that afternoon there had 3 I'd planted. And the Holy Spirit said, when you let go of what's in your hand, I will let go of what's in my hand. Then I realized that's scriptural. Malachi 3, God said if I would bring the 10% that was holy back to God, he would open the windows of heaven and cause a blessing to come back to me. The liberal soul shall be made fat. Do I believe God? If I'm going to believe John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, then if I can believe that, then I can believe Luke 6:38, give, and I'll cause men to give back to you. Inventory what God has given to you. Seed faith is trading a seed for a harvest. God had a son, but he wanted a family. He let go of his son to create a family. The farmer releases the best of his corn, so the harvest that comes back will be the best. It's true. Something in your hand is creating everything you want in your future.
Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM.
This is one of the most fundamental beliefs and doctrines of the Christian faith when it comes to seed faith or when it comes to giving. It is one of the dogmas that we have in the Christian faith that makes the Christian faith unique. You may not understand me, just listen to me a little. Because it is based on faith, that is why the world has so many questions about it. If it was not based on faith, it will be very rational and it will make sense. Why? Because this principle does not make sense. Why, if I want more, why do I have to give the little that I have? Why does the scripture or the scriptures have so much on giving? After giving a 10% of my increase, why should I continue to give daily sacrifices? Why should I continue to give offerings at every fellowship meeting, at every church service? Why should I respond and give seed by faith when a pastor or anyone calls for somebody who wants to plant a seed by faith? And because it is based on faith, a lot of quote unquote also rational people will also say that, oh, so pastors are charlatans and they are milking people of their money. Well, that is why it is based on faith. So it is based on people's beliefs and not on rational thinking. That is why it gets attacked so much. Why? Because it does not make human sense. That you, who seems not to have, looking at the leader, looking at the pastor, looking at the person who seems to have more, rather need to take out of your little to give to the one who doesn't have. Every time I think of this principle, I think of Jesus. The Bible talks about the cloth that he wore, the mantle that he wore. Seamless, so expensive, and so well done that on his death, even the Roman soldiers were scrambling for it. And yet he sat in church watching a widow give an offering of 2 mites. And Jesus praised the woman who didn't have at all, the widow, who gave the 2 mites, and said, oh, those rather who had plenty, and therefore who could give. He rather had nothing good or even encouraging to say about them. What does it tell you? It tells you that when it comes to giving and seed faith, it will always be controversial. Always. Why? Because it's not based on human understanding. It is based on, it's an instruction, and therefore you can only do it or obey it when you use or you stand on faith. It's your belief. If you're going to listen to what people say, how they describe pastors and whatever, you won't give your seed. But trust me, if you don't let go of something in your hand, you will not receive a harvest. And it's just like that. All right, to the daily moments, Yeah, that's why the daily moments we are willing. What do we give? Little gifts, But in return, God blesses us with lots of people who listen every day, who participate in the program, and it's a blessing, The principle works everywhere. All right, so now to the daily moments. Okay, I need you to find out where we can find this in scripture and send me a correct reference. Where in the Bible can we find a prediction of Jezebel's death? Jezebel, Queen Jezebel. You remember that troublesome wife of Ahab? yeah. You know, she has become a symbol of, all that is bad about women, painting of faces and blah, 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 quote unquote. So where in the Bible can you find the prediction of her death? Only the prediction of her death. Where can you find that story? Kindly find me the correct reference and send it to 0279 100 600. 0279 100 600. Once again, welcome. If you just tuned in, you're listening to Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM. The program is What's Going On. Let me go for a quick commercial break. I'll be right back.
Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM.
This is the largest gathering of pastors and church workers, and it's 20 years this year. The Give Thyself Holy Conference is here.
Jesus is a good shepherd. It is the great work that God sent Jesus to come and do. Feed my sheep, tend my lambs. Looking after the people is the great work that God has called us to do after people are saved, is to look after the people.
Once again, God's anointed vessel, Bishop Doug Mills, is ready to pour out from his heart as God leads. Nuggets that will transform your very life and ministry. The venue is the Anakazo Bible and Ministry Training Center Campus, Equiapo Mampong, from Tuesday the 30th of July to Friday the 2nd of August 2024. To register, call or WhatsApp +233 599 776767 or +233 531 611 975. Don't miss the 20th edition of this live transforming conference, 30th of July to the 2nd of August at ABMTC, Mampong Equiapim. The Give Thyself Holy Conference 2024. I'll see you there.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them all. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, Mommy.
But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks were clean in the morning. Hey, everything has transformed. I understand though. School is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some Milo at breakfast.
Your champs need nourishment and energy. Give them the Milo Energy at breakfast. Now with vitamin D that supports energy release to help their daily performance. Milo, energy to go further. Milo. This advert is FDA approved.
Gasaba. Smoke from firewood and charcoal is harmful and as damaging to our lungs as cigarettes. It can cause heart diseases leading to stroke and may even affect our eyesight in the long run. Grandmothers, mothers, sisters, wives, men, caterers, and everyone still cooking with charcoal, let's switch to LPG gas. The National Petroleum Authority has introduced the cylinder recirculation model in collaboration with local partners to make gas more accessible in all local communities. Whether you own a cylinder or not, join our CRM initiative. Simply show up at any exchange point near you with a small down payment to receive a filled cylinder or swap your empty one. Regular safety checks will be in place. Say ebisa mo say more gas. Afi die gasaba. Switch from firewood and charcoal to gas for a better and healthier life. This message is brought to you by the National Petroleum Authority and the Ministry of Energy.
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma.
Eh?
The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us so that we too we can enjoy some.
Oh, ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial *550# and get your reward today. Let's go. Everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN?
Imagine say water wake up at dawn. You know buff, you know chop. When it vanish for your area for 2 weeks, you not get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey.
Hajia, our life was in dangerous. Only our neighbor gets water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank gets meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selendion. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepe, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! As my boss, Mr. Poncho, go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank. By Duraplast.
Welcome to the Spectrum School. Here's where your child can truly thrive. At the Spectrum School, we specialize in supporting children with special needs. We combine Montessori principles with intensive therapeutic support to help every child reach their full potential. Our services include education, occupational therapy, behavior therapy, and speech therapy, tailored for children aged 2 to 10. Our curriculum is hands-on and individualized with embedded therapies to support every child's unique needs. Plus, we offer exciting extracurricular activities like music, arts, and sports. Contact us today at thespectrumschool@gmail.com or call 0244 588 390. Visit us in Adenta near the Light Academy, Accra. The Spectrum School, where every child is empowered to thrive.
Sweet Melodies, 94.3 FM.
Welcome back. Today I want to start from the Chronicle. The calm after the storm. That's the main story on the front page of the Chronicle. The Ghanaian Times says nationwide strike begins today. You can find the story or the main story on page 12. The Daily Guide says Yana praises Baumia for clean campaign. That story is on page 3. I'll be reading all these stories as much as time will allow. And the Daily Graphic says, let's fight fake news, IGP tells traditional media. So I'll be reading these stories, and more kindly send me your comments on 0279 100 600. Back to the Chronicle. The calm after the storm. To ensure peace and stability on the labor front, the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SNIT, has decided to cancel the intended sale of 60% stakes in 4 hotels, including La Palm and Labadi Beach hotels, to Rock City, owned by Mr. Brian Echampong, the Minister for Food and Agriculture. The cancellation, which was contained in an official statement signed by the board chairperson of the trust, Madam Elizabeth Ikuya Ohene, followed notice by organized labor threatening strike action today should the process continue. In the midst of the controversy surrounding the sale, the regulator of national pensions, the National Pension Regulatory Authority, on June 28, 2024, directed SNIT to suspend the process. The NPRA explained in a statement signed by its chief executive, John Kwaning Mbro, that the directive was to enable it to do due diligence following the controversy and public debate on the deal. The NPRA referred to the National Pensions Act 2006, Act 766, particularly Section 67.2, which requires the NPRA to issue relevant guidelines to guide SNIT's investment decisions to issue the suspension directive. In furtherance of this requirement, you are hereby directed by the board of the authority to suspend all the processes seeking to engage Rock City Hotel Limited as the strategic investor in the sale of the above-mentioned hotels, the letter said. I'm reading all stories I can find on this. Nationwide strike begins today. That is center spread of the Ghanaian Times. A total of 10 labor unions will today begin a nationwide strike in protest of the proposed sale of 60% of Social Security and National Insurance Trust shares in some 4 hotels. They are the University Teachers Association of Ghana, the Ghana Medical Association, the Ghana National Association of Teachers, and the National Association of Graduate Teachers and Public Utility Workers Union. Others were Civil and Local Government Staff Association Ghana, that's CLOGSAG, Teachers and Educational Workers Union, TEU, the Judicial Service Staff Association of Ghana, JUSAG, and the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, and General Transport, Petroleum and Chemical Workers Union. This decision follows organized labor's announcement and directive to the various unions to stay away from work beginning today, Monday, July 15, 2024, if SNIT fails to cancel the controversial hotel sale. Dr. Anthony Yauba, the Secretary General of the Trades Union Congress, in announcing the industrial action, said the deal was not in the interest of workers. He urged the unions not to return to work until the sale is reversed. From Monday, July 15, 2024, all workers in Ghana must not go to work until SNIT publicly announces the termination of the process for the sale of its shares in the hotel. Meanwhile, the National Regulatory Authority had given approval to SNIT to proceed with its plan to offload part of its stake in the facilities. In a related development, Rock City Hotel, in a letter dated July 12, announced its decision to withdraw its bid to purchase the 60% shares of the 4 hotels. From the Daily Guide, SNIT Hotel Sales Termination Unfortunate. The communications director of the New Patriotic Party, Richard Ahiagba, says Social Security and National Insurance Trust's termination of the sale of the 4 hotels, which has received public backlash in recent times, has the tendency to affect corporate governance. Mr. Ahiagba's views comes in the wake of the termination of the intended sale of a 60% stake in 4 of its hotels by SNIT to a private hotel owned by Ghana's Minister of Food and Agriculture, Brian Echampong. The communications director, in an interview with Daily Guide, said though the hotels have not been profitable for some time now, and organized labor has prevailed to halt the sale of 60% shares to Rock City Hotel, which may seem like a victory worth celebrating, it could set a bad precedent and a recipe for disaster. Just as we are bound to respect a referee's decision in a football game, we must also abide by the outcomes of the democratic processes, even if they don't align with our preferences. While I empathize with the workers' concern, we must also consider the implications of impeding a legitimate corporate decision, he stressed. I laugh. From the Daily Graphic, organized labor meets today to discuss strike modalities. Organized labor will hold an emergency meeting today to decide on the way forward for the nationwide strike after the dramatic changes that followed the group's declaration of a nationwide industrial action last Friday. Among issues of consideration at today's meeting will be the fate of the management and board of directors of the Social Security and National Insurance Trust for their supposed roles in the abortive sale of its hotels. SNIT last Friday announced the termination of the process to sell 60% of its stake in 4 hotels, just hours after the prospective investor, Rock City Hotel, officially withdrew its proposal to buy a stake in the 4 hotels. Sources within organized labor yesterday informed the Daily Graphic that the strike was still in force and that the meeting at 10 a.m. today would give further direction as to the next step the group would take following the latest developments. I have a very simple question running through my mind, and I want to put it to you, our cherished listeners. Based on the developments at SNIT so far, about the fact that the institution is actually supposed to look after ordinary citizens, so it's a public institution, should the head of SNIT be appointed by a sitting president? That's question 1. Should the head of an institution, like SNIT is not a ministry, it's not a ministry of finance, it is not ministry of gender or social welfare or any of these ministries. It is a public institution put up by the state to ensure public workers and all workers in Ghana, to ensure that every worker in Ghana is insured. So, against old age and in the future, should an institution like SNIT, the head of an institution like SNIT, be appointed by a sitting president, by the president of the state? Should it not be maybe organized labor picking, or a board of such picking such a person? Let's think about it. Send me your comments. I really want to, let me check. Let me see. Oh, please, our seniors, please help us. Uncle Jonathan Quason and Jonathan from Dansoman, please help us out. Mr. Wise, please, I am asking all of us to debate it this morning. Should the head of SNIT be appointed by a sitting president? Let's think about it and send me your answers on 0279 100 600.
Talk to me so you can see what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on.
Apostle Safo to Napo, prioritize peace and consensus building. The founder and leader of the Christo Asafo mission, Engineer Apostle Kwejo Safo, has admonished Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, the running mate of the New Patriotic Party, to prioritize peace building and consensus within the party to facilitate victory in the 2024 general elections. Apostle Safo emphasized the critical role that unity and harmony play in solidifying the party's support base in ensuring electoral success, charging Dr. Prempeh not to relent on his advice. He noted that as a party that has been in government for almost 8 years, it is only natural that as a human institution, some members may be peeved, hence may develop cold feet. He made this call when Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh affectionately called Napo, paid a courtesy call on him at his Gomuam Porta Industrial Hub on Sunday, July 2024. Dr. Prempeh had embarked on a courtesy call at the instance of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, who intends to make chieftaincy and religious leaders an integral part of his government when he wins the 2024 general elections. He has therefore mandated Dr. Prempeh to build consensus with them to facilitate that agenda. Dodoa Katamanso Forest declared security zones. The Greater Accra Regional Security Council has declared the Dodoa and Katamanso Forest as security zones to restrain all human activities in the enclave. The declaration follows a petition by the Greater Accra House of Chiefs during a presentation of seed money for the construction of the House Auditorium and coastal bars to the traditional leaders by Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia. The donation was done by Daniel Nikwatek Titles Glover, Minister for the Greater Accra region, on behalf of the Vice President at Dodoa last week, Thursday. In furtherance of the petition, the Regional Security Council met in Accra on Friday, July 12th, to affirm and seal the order given by the Regional Minister halting all developments in the Dodoa Forest and extended same to the Katamanso Forest. Mr. Titles Glover, during a press briefing, stated that the House reliably informed the regional security that the forests are being encroached by people from Obosumase in the eastern region who are also claiming ownership of the land. To avoid clashes leading to unwarranted violence between the people of Dodoa and Obosumase, both sides have been invited to present their documents covering the forest for the Land Commission to establish the original owner. He said the forests are of historical significance to the Gandangbe people, and everything that is needed to be done to protect it will be put in place. We will liaise with the Land Commission to settle the boundary conflict between these two regions. Our duty as regional security is to protect life and property. We do not want any clash between residents of Dodoa and the people of Obosumase. GRA collaborates with UCC to introduce Master's Program in Customs Management. The Director General of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, Professor Ahmed Abdullahi Jinapo, has stated that the role of technical expertise was very critical in the transformation of every economy. He has therefore lauded the leadership of the Ghana Revenue Authority for its efforts towards improving the technical knowledge of their staff to enable them to perform effectively and efficiently as tax experts in the country. Professor Jinapo made the observation when he welcomed the Commissioner of Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Brigadier General Ziblim Ayorogo, after leading a high-powered delegation to the headquarters of GTEC in Accra. Also present at the meeting were some management members of the University of Cape Coast who signed a memorandum of understanding with GRA last year to design two master's programs, Master of Science, Customs Administration, and Master of Commerce, Customs Administration, which are expected to begin by October this year. Concerned youth of Western Region rejects NAPO's apology. A pressure group by name Concerned Youth of Western Region has appealed to chiefs in the region not to grant audience to the running mate of the ruling New Patriotic Party, Matthew Opoku Prempeh, in their palaces following the latter's show of disrespect towards Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. According to the group, the running mate's commentary and comparison with Dr. Nkrumah was insulting not only to the founder of Ghana but the region as well. Addressing a press conference in Takrady, Professor Boache Iadom, a member of the pressure group, urged chiefs to heed their call not to grant audience to the MPP running mate in the event he tries to pay them homage. We are urging all our chiefs not to accept him. We will not allow such a person to insult our leader and expect chiefs to host him. You know the implication when the chiefs tell him they will not allow him in their palaces. In another development, the chiefs of Denzema, Wale, and I think the head of the Western Regional House of Chiefs, I've also asked Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh to actually come to the region and come and apologize. Ghana Health Service confirms 9 cases of dengue in Eastern Region and cautions public against mosquito bites. The Ghana Health Service has confirmed 9 cases of dengue fever in the Eastern Region, urging the public to take precaution against mosquito bites to avoid exposure. It said following test results, which confirmed the infection among the patients, they were being managed as non-severe cases at home, as detailed investigations were ongoing on the outbreak. Dengue transmitting mosquito bites during the daytime. Individuals must protect themselves by wearing full-sleeve clothes and long dresses to cover the limbs, a statement issued by the service in Accra yesterday. According to the statement, although patients initially reported with malaria symptoms, they failed to respond to anti-malarial treatment, prompting further investigations. Following the development, a team from the national level made up of entomologists and epidemiologists have since joined the regional team to undertake a detailed outbreak investigation. In view of that, the Ghana Health Service said all health facilities have been put on high alert for early detection, health staff sensitization, and enhanced public awareness on the disease. It added that a National Emergency Operations Center meeting has been held on the threat, while an enhanced surveillance as well as entomological assessment in the affected areas was being undertaken. Dengue is a viral infection that spreads through the bite of an infected Aedes mosquito to people. Most people who get dengue will not have symptoms, but those who do, the most common symptoms include high fever, a headache, body aches, nausea, and rash. Most, however, will get better within 1 or 2 weeks, although some people with severe dengue can experience bleeding and require hospital care, in some cases, death. So there, I read that story to make us all aware. During the day, kindly stop wearing all those short things. Kindly cover your limbs, cover your hands, cover your legs. Long dresses, trousers, full long sleeves. By the grace of God, I don't know, these days the sun is not so hot as, the heat the wave we experienced a couple of months ago. So at least it's a bit tolerable. But let's protect ourselves against this dengue.
Oh no, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer.
Youth urged to guard against abuse of power and corruption. The Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition has urged Ghanaians, particularly the youth, to guard against abuse of power and corruption and hold individuals and institutions accountable. In a statement issued by the Executive Secretary, GACC, Beauty Emefa Nate, in Accra yesterday to commemorate Africa Union Anti-Corruption Day, the coalition said citizens needed to commit to upholding electoral integrity and safeguarding democracy. We must demonstrate patriotism by rejecting all forms of corrupt practices and opposing electoral violence. Let us take action and report all acts of electoral corruption to the appropriate authorities, the statement said. While residents staged demo against alleged killing of 13 in 3 years, residents of Wa in the Upper West region last Saturday staged a peaceful demonstration to express their displeasure over alleged killings of some 13 people, including 2 security guards, over the last 3 years in the Wa municipality. The protesters, clad in red attire and carrying placards with the descriptions, "We have nowhere to go. Ghana is all we have. Every life matters. We want justice. Residents are living in fear. We need answers from authorities," among others. Presenting a petition to the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council, Mr. Peter Mala, the convener, Mr. Morris Banam Winnie, indicated that the protest was aimed at drawing the attention of government to the serial killings in the Wa Township and to demand swift action from authorities to help restore peace and hope among residents. So many lives have been lost and we have not seen anything. Is it because we are poor? If the authorities do not react on the situation, we will fight for ourselves. We believe and trust in the law, but the law is failing us. Enough is enough, he said. National Health Insurance Authority releases 135.6 million Ghana cedis to healthcare providers. The National Health Insurance Authority has released additional 135.6 million Ghana cedis to healthcare providers across the country to settle outstanding claims of February 2024 for higher tier healthcare providers. It also covers payment for March 2024 for majority of clients at lower tier facilities. The payment aimed at closing the gap between the higher tier and lower tier facility payments so that the only outstanding of the authority would be within the 3 months reimbursable agreed period with facilities. A statement signed and issued by the Acting Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Da Costa Abuaji, and copied the Ghanaian Times in Accra yesterday. The statement said the disbursement formed part of its ongoing commitment to ensure the sustainability and efficiency of healthcare delivery under the National Health Insurance Scheme. According to the statement, the additional funding of 135.6 million Ghana cedis was released in July following an earlier release of 300 million Ghana cedis by the authority to mixed-tier health facilities across the country. All right, now to the Daily Graphic. Let's fight fake news. IGP tells traditional media. The Ghana Police Service has called for the collaboration of traditional media to stop misinformation, disinformation, and fake news, particularly as the country heads for the general election. The police high command said those 3 vices could jeopardize the security of the country, for which the media must work together with the police to nip it in the bud. The Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Ekufu Dampare, who made the call, said the rising trend of misinformation, disinformation, and fake news had implications for the security of the state, especially as the country headed for the polls, and must be curtailed and rooted out with dispatch. We must work together and find a way of dealing with this matter, else the people who don't wish this country well, even including some Ghanaians who have not seen war before and yet want to see that there is confusion, will use that as a medium of creating confusion for selfish interests, which are demonic, the IGP said. Speaking at the police headquarters in Accra last Thursday during an engagement with the editor, Graphic, Theophilus Yate, and a team of editors from the Daily Graphic, the Inspector General said there were countries where such vices and incidents have been used for distraction, which meant they should not be allowed to fester against the security of this only country that we all have, especially during this election year. Dr. Dampare, whose team included a Director General Administration, Christian Tete Yohuno, Director General Finance, Michael Nketia, the COP Faustina Andokofi, and Director General of Operations Mohammed Fusaini Suraji cited the recent attack on Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency in Accra, which was based on fake news. Look at the recent incident at Ayawaso West Wuogon, where there was fake news and misinformation to the effect that one political party has some 200 people in a house registering people in the night, and then another political party organized, went there and attacked them. It turns out there is no truth in it, the IGP stated. Dr. Dampare said the police would act swiftly with such incidents to engender trust in their work and ensure the safety of the public, and therefore called on the public, especially the traditional media, to support that fight. Language should be a bridge, not barrier. Speaker Bagbin, the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, has called for an urgent and collective action to eliminate all forms of language barriers that have impeded socio-economic growth within the West African sub-region over the years. He said West Africa's linguistic diversity, though culturally enriching, often pose challenges to effective communication and collaboration among member states. Language should be a bridge, not a barrier, he emphasized. The Speaker made the call when the heads of the National Boundary Commission of West Africa, led by the Commissioner General of the Ghana Boundary Commission, Major General Emmanuel Kotia, paid a courtesy call on the Speaker in Parliament last Thursday. The visit forms part of the group's inaugural meeting of heads of National Boundary Commission of West Africa in Accra to establish mechanisms between national and regional actors for a better articulation or implementation of border governance strategies within the ECOWAS region. The Speaker also highlighted the issues of unfair presentation of the size of Africa and its various countries, some of which were bigger than Europe and could project the continent better if addressed. Mr. Bagbin accordingly found the meeting significant in addressing those challenges and called for broader collaboration and partnership in that regard. There's a little article written by an economist, Agbaga, on tax economy, Evans Agbaga, and inflation in Ghana. Throughout the world, governments have collected taxes for national development, and Ghana is no exception. However, taxes introduced by MPP government, by the Kufuor and the Bawumia-led administration since 2017 have turned Ghana's economy into a tax economy. Tax economy is an economy which is overburdened with taxes to generate government revenue. In other words, an overtaxed economy. As a result, there is a correlation between tax increases and inflation in the country. Well, it is known that taxes are necessary to raise revenue to fund development and alleviate poverty. However, a plethora of abnormal levies at a time of recovery distorts and is self-destructive to the standard tax regime. Meanwhile, in Ghana, there are a lot of taxes such as the value-added tax, National Health Insurance Levy, Ghana Education Trust Fund, National Stabilization Levy, Energy Sector Levies Act, before coming to power of Kufuor and the Bawumia administration. Taxes are costs to businesses and higher consumer prices. VAT is not a tax on businesses. It is a tax on consumers. Let's assume that a VAT of 12% is increased to 15%. And if a consumer purchases goods worth 200 Ghana cedis, the consumer tax bill will now be 6 cedis plus total cost of the goods, which is 206 Ghana cedis instead of 203 Ghana cedis. Therefore, the difference is 6 Ghana cedis. That is, my eyes. That is causing the inflation. Inflation is defined as a general rise in prices in the prices of goods and services in a particular country, resulting in a fall in the value of money. Thus, one would argue that Ghana's economy is in an inflationary spiral of price increases, a continuing situation in which an increase in one causes an increase in the other. The bills affect businesses and cause unemployment. Tax bills such as excise duty and excise tax stamp Bill 2022 and the Growth and Sustainability Levy Bill could and would result in businesses passing the increased duty on to consumers through price hikes, which could and would result in inflation. And that's the end of the stories I will read. But please, I am still waiting for answers. I asked for an institution like SNIT. I can see Uncle Jonathan Quayson. I'm waiting for Uncle Jonathan from Dan Soman's answer. Should a public institution like SNIT, the head of a public institution like SNIT, be appointed by a sitting president? Let's discuss it. Send me your comments on 0279 100 600.
Gonna tell you what's going on. Gonna tell you what's going on.
Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM.
This is the largest gathering of pastors and church workers, and it's 20 years this year. The Give Thyself Holy Conference is here.
Jesus is a good shepherd. It is the great work that God sent Jesus to come and do. Feed my sheep, tend my lambs. Looking after the people is the great work that God has called us to do after people are saved, is to look after the people.
Once again, God's anointed vessel, Bishop Doug Mills, is ready to pour out from his heart as God leads. Nuggets that will transform your very life and ministry. The venue is the Anakazo Bible and Ministry Training Center Campus, Ekweapon Mampong, from Tuesday the 30th of July to Friday the 2nd of August 2024. To register, call or WhatsApp +233 599 776767 or +233 531 611 975. Don't miss the 20th edition of this live transforming conference, 30th of July to the 2nd of August at ABMTC, Mampong Ekweapon. The Give Thyself Holy Conference 2024. I'll see you there.
At just 7 years old, his future hangs in the balance. His name is Kelvin Akufo Bekoya Sari. He's been diagnosed with Holland heart.
We observed his strange behavior, but didn't know exactly what was wrong with him. When we took him to the hospital, it was revealed that he has the hole in heart condition.
If you give a little more than you take.
Sweet Melodies FM, together with Kelvin's family, is appealing for support for the total cost of surgery, the CD equivalent of $9,000 US. That's 130,000 Ghana cedis plus. To donate, dial the Sweet Melodies Hole and Heart Fund short code *800 *898 hash. Again, *800 *898 hash, and follow the prompts. Your little and your much can go a long way to save Kelvin's life. And the King will answer them. Don't you know? When you cared for one of the least of these, my little ones, my true brothers and sisters, you demonstrated love for me. Matthew 25:40.
So keep doing what you do, 'cause there's a place up there for people like.
Discover a bright future at KinderKids International School. Proudly affiliated with Pearson EdExcel, KinderKids International School offers a nurturing educational haven from preschool through lower secondary levels. Our British curriculum is designed to inspire curiosity and critical thinking, ensuring unparalleled educational experiences that lay the foundation for your child's academic and personal success. Enroll now and take advantage of a generous 25% discount on admission fees until July 30th. Locate KinderKids International School at number 139 of Bowie Quartier Road, New Bowie. Visit our website at kinderkidsghana.com. Contact 030-396-5181 or 024-725-5555. It's time to embark on a transformative educational journey for your child. KinderKids International School, where every step leads to a brighter future.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when the children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
No, stop action, mommy. All the learning and sports demands a lot of energy. So those sweat stains, torn uniforms, and dirty shoes, they show that your kids have been very active.
Hey, Asamo!
Your jams need nourishment and energy. Give them the Milo Energy at breakfast, now with vitamin D that supports energy release to help their daily performance. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Have you ever entered a space and just couldn't wait to get out because of an overwhelming odor in the name of air freshening? Introducing Vision Hygiene Fragrances, air fresheners and digital dispensers. You would just love to stay and never leave. Wow, what an aroma it gives. Vision oil-based perfume fragrances and air fresheners are the most diverse and sophisticated range of fragrances. Their digital dispensers are unique and blend into your home or office. The dispensers can be programmed for different time intervals and days. Call Vision Hygiene Limited on 0244 325 010 or 0307 003 600. Locate them at North Legon, Hacho. Change the ambience of your space and relax with Vision Hygiene fragrances and hand sanitizers. You will never know what you are missing. It's Vision. You will love it.
To survive in peace and harmony, be united and strong, we must recognize ourselves as one people, one nation, one identity, one flag, and believe in our values as Ghanaians. Be proud of your country, your Ghana, my Ghana, the power of one. This message is brought to you by the National Commission for Civic Education, NCCE.
Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM.
There's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. Oh no, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate.
All right, welcome back. Now let's go to the answers for daily moments. First Kings 21, 23. You will find Elijah prophesying. 21, he said, "Behold, I will bring evil upon thee." Then 22, he also made a prophecy, gave a prophecy about the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat. Then in 23, he prophesied about Jezebel. And of Jezebel also spake the Lord, saying, "The dogs shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel." So the answer is 1 Kings 21, 23. Let me look at the answers that I have. Second Kings. I'm finding answers. So 2 Kings 9, 33, 37. 2 Kings 9. Okay, I'm going to check what is there. Okay. 2 Kings will be Elisha. So, okay, let's see. 33 said, and he said, "Throw her down." Oh, my dear, you are giving me the answer of her death. I asked where we can find the prediction or the prophesying of her death. I didn't ask for her death. Her death took place in 2 Kings, but it was predicted in 1 Kings. Okay. So what's your name? Okay. 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 All right. What's your name? Oh. I've mixed you with the rest. 2 Kings 33:37, isn't it? Abner from North Carnation. You didn't get it right. Okay. Let me. Yal Subri gets it right. 1 Kings 21:23. You say the exact verse is verse 23. Then Frank doesn't get it right. Frank does not get it right. 2 Kings, Reggie from Bawi. You are also telling me. The moment you say 2 Kings, it's out. You are telling me the how she died. Elijah predicted in 1 Kings 21:23, and you are right. Felix Kafui Dagadu becomes my second winner. Basel from Accra, New Town, doesn't get it right. Fifi from La Paz also makes the same mistake. Regina from Bubuashi makes the same mistake. 1 Kings 21:23. Comfort becomes my third winner. So Yao Subri, followed by Felix Kafui Dagadu, and Comfort. You didn't send me where you are texting from, so I'm sending you a message that you won. Okay, Comfort is my third winner. Yeah. Let's go. Who? Okay, Fafali from Gbawe. The prediction of Jezebel's death. 2 Kings 9:10. Okay. And the dogs shall eat Jezebel in the territory of Jezreel. Okay, Fafali from Gbawe gets it right. Okay. Prophecy. The prophecy is initially given by Elijah in 1 Kings 21:3. It is, I'm only taking the part of 1 Kings because that is the prediction. Okay, that's when it came out. 2 Kings, the moment you move into 2 Kings, no. But I will take your 1 Kings part. You got it right from. Philip from Odoko got it right. Who is this? Somebody without a name says 2 Kings 20:23. I know you meant 21:23. Mandy from Mataeko, 21:23. Don't add 24 to it, Mandy. Grace Abuaje also got it right. Abena said you got it wrong. Okay, Charles and Mary from Achimota. 1 Kings 19. 15-28. Let me check in case there's something in 19 that for whatever reason I didn't see. Okay, 19. I'm going to check 19. And I didn't see. I'll gladly, Charlie. We learn every day, as someone said. So, Charles and Mary, 15-18. I will gladly check it. 15 says, and the Lord said unto him, go, return to thy way, anoint Hazael over Jehu, son of Nimshi. No. But you see, what you have given me, there's not even a mention of Jezebel in it. It is the anointing of Elisha. And that's not what I asked for, Charles and Mary. Okay, so I'm not wrong. Samuel from Hong Kong. You got it wrong. Who else? Frank, no. It's 1 Kings 21:23. Also predicting her death, but you see, it started from somewhere. And then there's a repetition in 2 Kings 9. Okay? I'm looking for 1 Kings 21:23. Okay? All right. So, okay, I know you are listening to me. So you got it right. So, okay. So these are my winners. Yao Subri, Felix, Kafui, Dagadu, and Comfort. Kindly pass by for your wonderful gifts. Do I have some more messages from this? Yay, I do. Plenty. Charles and Mary sent it again Monday. You sent it already. And then who?
Bring some loving here today. Pick your sign. What's going on? And pick your line. What's going on? Don't punish me.
Somebody sends me a message but does not add his name. Please, I haven't opened the phone lines yet. Okay, so please don't call yet. I have not opened. Until now, what does Mike Murdoch mean by the word seed? If he is referring to the offering of financial gift as a seed, then he's very wrong. There is nowhere in the Bible where God called money seed. Seed in the Bible refers to a child, not money. Seed is also the symbol of the word. Okay, I wish you had given me. Then he says, don't join these blah, blah, blah commercial pastors calling money seed. If I had time, I will give you a Bible study. And you will see that man is called seed in the Bible. Please don't say things you don't know. Okay? Good.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Gonna tell you what's going on. Gonna tell you what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Now to messages that I have. Uncle Jonathan, yes, Uncle Jonathan, you got it right. 1 Kings 21:23. Okay. He says, do you see how and why we are not believing politicians and labeling them as liars and refusing to speak the truth? And these are people who want to sit on the first chief executive seat of the state called Ghana. The Ghana state today is buried with lying and not speaking the truth, and history is being rewritten and questions. I know which is right, since independence of Ghana are turned upside down and now documented into our history books. So the question you answered right in 1957 about our freedom and justice books and going to be wrong today in the current dispensation. The question, when asked, corrupt minds and liars and don't have to be given right to rule our beloved country called Ghana. Napo, how old are you and did you school in Ghana? Did you learn Ghana's basic history? And which basic school did you attend? You are called Prempe and a relation to the premier family in Kumasi, Ashanti region. You don't deserve to be a vice and sit on the throne of Ghana's nation in the Fourth Republic. Shame to all who are distorting our Ghanaian culture and history and our values and even going back to saddle us with LGBTQ+++. Kwame Nkrumah statue is found in all African countries. Some are naming edifices within their regions with Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Countries like Zimbabwe, Guinea, Zambia, to name a few, even beyond our ECOWAS states. Napo, disrespect for Kwame Nkrumah is a disgrace to the NPP as a party. You are absolutely right. The appointment of executive directors by the president can lead to political interference and erosion of independence, rendering accountability ineffective and efficiency elusive. A balanced approach that considers both efficiency and independence is crucial. This could involve merit-based appointment, independent boards, clear mandates, transparency, and oversight. Now, by striking a balance between efficiency and independence, Ghana can foster a governance structure that promotes accountability, effective, and sustainable development. That is from Uncle Jonathan Quayson. Woo. Okay. I asked the two seniors to write. So, good morning. This is from Uncle Jonathan from Dansoman. We do have a problem in this country, and it's a major reason why we are not going anywhere. Simply, we have failed to recognize, respect, and honor our father, as has been preached many, many times over. If you dishonor your father, you are cursed. And a curse is a burden too heavy for any man to carry amidst roadblocks and obstacles. Kwame Nkrumah founded Ghana, and that is it. In any case, if we say he did not do it alone, then who did he found Ghana with? None of the people we associate with him. Have we ever asked ourselves who he was standing on the podium with when he declared independence? These were not so-called Big Six. Kojobotio, Bedema, etc. of them were so-called, no, were they called Big Six? No. Where was J.B. Dankwa, Busia, Ekufado, Obochebe Lamte, etc.? It was Nkrumah and the CPP that lobbied and ensured that the Trans-Volta Togoland and the Northern Territories became part of independent Ghana. This was vehemently fought against by the UGCC, that's MPP, etc., because the Gold Coast was only the area of Western, Central, Eastern, Greater Accra, and Ashanti, together with Bono Ahafo. That was why myopic J.B. Dankwa suggested that we should be called Akan Land on gaining independence in his Achim Ibuakwa handbook he authored. Look, all these people fought against republic status of Ghana, and in the election of 1960 April, there was a vote for yes to Republican state or no, and all the UP party people campaigned for a no vote. Hence, they destroyed the Republic Day today. All of these dishonest lies and plain foolishness is the reason why Napo will pour out such vile. This is from Senior Uncle Jonathan. Okay, so, all right. I have many, many more messages, but I'm going to open the phone line 0279 100 600. You can call and I will pick. Those who own the SNIT fund, Ghanaian workers represented by organized labor, must have a right to appoint the chairperson and director general, including 3 deputies. Pastor Dewale is on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, my sister.
Good
morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
My whole life, I have been born a missionary and evangelist. My whole life. And more or less community-based. In the days of politics, I saw myself more of a missionary. That was why I could not sustain in continuation. So this one, I will not say anything. I'm back to Bourgeois. I just arrived not long ago. I'm at the Presby Junction, just opposite their polyclinic. The polyclinic serves 91 communities, but they have only 1 ambulance, which is even not all that roadworthy. We'll talk about that later. I've organized some elderly people. They will speak to you about what they want. I know, but presenter was mentioned.
Hello.
Hello. Hello,
madam. Bata, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. You. Okay. Papa. Let's for a while. Dundum.
Okay. 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 And no, yeah, say, oh.
Lydia SL.
Lydia SL. You Lydia SL. You yeah, that's you. Hello. Yes. Opening Pacha Frossing. Idimano. Okay, yo pocheyente we.
Kunakase umangasa kunu nyanya bebre. Ejuma seminim e obojasia. You new school omu nya shedan ye. Don't play a game. Small girls in so almost the film and wo. Obi ambo bia. Ye uru so ye. Ye nduma semin ye bibia ye ena upeni ken hospital kakake o ambulance back up and tem ko futu ne ewa ayi ko ba so fa baako eno so sika umbe tinye sika baako oko a ye ba se de na obedi kwa panu be sha ba wo bo wa hanji panu funia ye wiki ye to fo mo bia sinya ye wiki panu a wo bo panu ma mi bi bo panu 18 wa one cd wo ntu da se wo be 15 cd as one me then banki ahia na wotuo enso wiki dinti asa niki esita fufu we pada fufu 15 cds me chese o ma edin o ka se edin
Okay. Yo, Brahman or Yadasio, Nyamisha. Okay. Yes, so Pastor Dewale.
You heard it all. In fact, there were a lot of them behind. You heard it all.
But time.
So this is the crowd what you are seeing here with time, I understand. But what you are seeing for the greening nature, you can't take it away. Every backyard is operation, feed yourself. But the people are wallowing in poverty. Something must be done.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Pastor. All right. I was reading Della's message. Della from Awo, she says, Ekufuado has on many occasions abused his power to appoint. He sacked the former Director General of SNIT and appointed Osafo Mafu's son in order to expedite the sale of the SNIT hotels. Good morning, Audi. Concerning the wearing of long clothes, what about the school-going children? Well, I would plead for their protection if the schools would allow. Because if dengue we are at risk, I would plead for our children to wear something that covers them better. Good morning to you. The government plays a crucial role in creating opportunities for businesses to thrive, to stimulate a healthy and robust economy. When businesses succeed, they create jobs, generate revenue, and contribute to overall economic growth. The government needs to provide a conducive environment for businesses to flourish through policies that encourage entrepreneurship, innovation, and investments. That's Aaron Babako Kokomesa. 0279 100 600. 0279 100 600. Oh, Senor, you are the one who sent the message. Okay, I get it. David Wilcott, I get your message. Uncle Jonathan says, okay, I have a caller. Hello, good morning. Bonjour, Uncle Dan.
Yeah, in the past, Ministry of Health has a unit Kingsway where they do general spraying across the country. What has happened to that unit? Because it was an anti-malaria campaign, they see to that mosquitoes and insects are reduced to the barest minimum. They spray stagnant waters and bushes. And then they have this group of listeners who go on weeding under a sound of music. They have players and home blowers. They do the work in unison. You see, all this were under the colonial masters administration. I don't know why we should abandon those projects.
Currently, if you don't spray your own environment, it's your own problem.
No, it is not. They knew, the importance of the citizens' health and well-being.
Yeah.
Even apart from that, the WHO send health personnel to the schools to do vaccination. They don't wait for epidemics to, surface before taking action.
Yeah.
So what we are having is the kind of appointments people, get into position. You need to get qualified persons for every, situation and circumstance. But then we are having, like you are saying, they choose their own cronies. Well, we don't have problems. The person must be qualified, to handle the situation. Until they do that, we're having this problem. Let me land on this, what do you call Dodowa issue. You say we are having problem with multiple cases, hanging on the judiciary. I think the land administration must see to it. Because I realized they launched a project. They call it land administration, where they monitor the land. They see to it that before somebody gets the land, everything is documented. And they have a one-stop shop. I don't know what has happened to that project as well. So this things must be looked at. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, Uncle Dan. Today's Senate is a victim of punishment over some aggressive and money-minded ministers of Nanado's regime, which is full of property-owning, democratic-minded leaders looting the state property to become part of their own, which has become part of their mindset. And the president has sent wrong ministers he thought are right ministers, but were wrong pegs in round holes. From these past records and periods of ruling in the Fourth Republic, it's been just that: liquidate and ransack the properties of Ghana. Uncle Jonathan Quayson, I have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Hello. Oh, sorry, lost you there. Kindly call back. Good morning, Uncle Jonathan. Okay, I have a caller. Hello. I'll read your message later.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Sweetheart.
Alaji, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you too?
Very well, thank you.
We thank God. We thank God. First of point, let me send my request to my senior brother, Honorable Alaji ABF Sene, and now you incoming MP for Ewu to Senya. You see what is happening in this country. IGP George Akufu Dampare saying something. Them himself, they should respect themselves. Not anybody bringing the false reports. Not media people. Even the police himself, they also bring the false report. Because of that, and people saying that if you do your job well, I think people will go well for us. But if you fail to do your job and you're thinking that people bringing false report, it means that you don't know what you talk about. But we need to be careful in the country, because last time when I see some write-up saying that they say IGP George Akufo Dampare should proceed on leave, that write-up, I shock. Why they report this? At the end, it's a false report and they give. If you are a journalist and you need to write something, just think before you write what you can write. Don't report false stories. If you write it, that thing will tarnish your image. So we shouldn't be doing this thing into our country. If you want people to trust you, each and any time, and you want to bring the report, make sure that the report is this thing. It's have a concrete evidence. If you don't have concrete evidence and you bring it, it means that you also kill your career. But let me tell you, this Senate issue, I think they stop to sell it. Is that not so?
Yeah, they canceled
organized labor. Organized labor. I think they should continue this strike. They should continue the strike. Because of what?
Okay.
And President Akufo-Addo failed to listen to people in the country. Because of stopping the building of the National Cathedral, what benefit can we have in that building, the National Cathedral? What benefit can we have in that national building, the National Cathedral? We should stop that thing. If they come out to support the Ghanaians, what they call for, I think the presidency, they will do the right thing.
Okay.
Each and any time, and they will do something.
I haven't read any story on National Cathedral, so I don't know why you're going
No.
there.
But I just, the Senate building, and I talk.
So when you're finished, let somebody else come.
And so I just want to say it that because if they continue this way, coming out to fight about our property in the country, I think people will understand that they want the country to move forward.
Okay.
Because of that, and I bring this National Cathedral issue. You don't read any National Cathedral issue.
Okay, I hear.
So we need to be careful.
Okay.
How we protect our country properties.
All right.
If we do not support to protect our country property, I think that our government, they will sell our land.
Okay.
That cannot help us, and the country can move forward.
All right. Thank you very much. Let me pick another caller on the line. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. My name is Michael.
Yes, Michael. Please go ahead.
Thank you. This morning, I would like to thank Honorable Okujoto Abrakwa and organized labor. They are doing well, but they should continue. For the first time, I thank them. You see, this is what we need, because this capital in this country is getting worse, and we need to fight against it. If we don't, our children, our future children will suffer for this. So we need to stop this thing as soon as possible. Because we can't, you are in government and buying government property. I think you should put stop on this immediately. So I'll thank them.
Okay.
To continue this way.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michael. Kwame Nkrumah has many books he authored on leadership and politics. Tell me any university in Ghana where Kwame Nkrumah's books are used to teach the students. Yet in US, Britain, Russia, China, his books are studied and taught political science students. We, especially the media, are birthing and feeding people like Napo, and one day this country will collapse. There is a law governing the operations of SNIT, and so if we have realized it is not serving us well, we only amend it. That's all. After all, we know that Ghana government bonds and securities are not safe at all. So we can't rely on any guarantee should the insurance scheme fail. Did they not fail to pay pensioners? So let's have a more wider participation of stakeholders, including the contributors participating in the effective running of SNIT. And that is from Uncle Jonathan from Dansoman. I have a text. No, the people must trust him because he will control their SNIT, their future, the SNIT payment. You didn't send me a name. Hello, good morning. Hello. Oh, I lost you there. Please call. Grandma Grace. Okay, Grandma Grace sent me a message on the Daily Moments and she got it right. Okay, I have a caller. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello. Hello, I've picked your call.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, please, your name and where you're calling me from. Hello. Oh, hello. Okay. All right. Okay. Tina, it's Monday and Napo's apology should be taken. I know it was an error from our modern standard behavior of politics. That's why I'm against the media giving it attention. One thing strikes me of Napo's conduct after the incidents, which we all must take notice, and it's common with our politicians. I heard Napo now is in South Africa. Maybe he's on work duty, which has coincided with your Sajiful issue. Antina, this is how our politicians are being treated. has been treating us over the years. No wonder Osajifo warned us of neocolonialism and imperialism, which might come from our own people. When there is a mess, they take a vacation till those concerned and suffering heals naturally and forgets before they return to continue the agenda. This is something we must address as a people. That's from SNET. Okay, I have a caller on the line. Hello. Hello. Okay, Mr. Loco, good morning.
Good morning, Tina.
How are you doing?
By the grace of God.
Please, go ahead.
Yes, Antina.
Yes, sir.
I think I've said this once again. Sense of duty, responsibility, punctuality, protection of state property, and ability to keep state secrecy.
Okay.
This should be the hallmark of this country. Especially with the state of the Senate. Now, with the view that all the Senate staff and management, the managerial staff, they should all be dismissed. They have disgraced this country. They have put this country into a mess. Hence this demonstration. And the demonstration, it has cost the nation as a result of their inability to handle the Senate person. Therefore, no, they should be dismissed, all of them. And we'll bring in new blood into the Senate administration.
Okay.
Why do you sell Senate property? The hotels. Even your ability to explain the policy of Senate, for you to show shares for everybody, at least we all take and we share, so that everybody can buy, have a share, small shares, for their own future.
Yeah.
You particularly show the Senate to your own cronies and friends and political hegemonia. You showed first, and even the Senate have been turned against you that you not even explain the policy of Senate, and people are laughing there. You see the very people you are supporting are not turned against you. You are inability to explain the policy about the sale of Senate. And in it is Antina, before they sold the Senate or sold the shares, do they have tax clearance certificate? When we go to tender, the most important is that tax clearance certificate. At the time they were bidding, were they able to produce their tax clearance certificate? Let's ask that question. That alone even disqualified you.
Okay.
They manage the maneuver and all this. They themselves are not turned against you. This is the situation we have in this country. When you say it, you are last and we are passing the point their figures on you. But to me, they should dismiss all the 10 or 4 mark of that. They should dismiss all of them.
All right, Mr. Loco. All right, Mr. Loco, thank you very much. This is something we must address as a people. Imagine Joe Biden offending Americans and goes to China to apologize. Our leaders must be in every situation with us till it gets better. If you want to serve us, you must taste the West in Ghana, eat our food, get healed in our hospital, sleep in our land, and play and enjoy in our land. This is from SNET. Okay. Grandma, good morning. And I strongly believe you are doing well this morning. Yes, the state can appoint the head of SNAPE, but with loyalty and honesty. Okay, I have a caller from, I'll continue your text message. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir, your name, please, and where you're calling. Is this Kweku?
Yes, Anthony.
Yes, Kweku from Osu. Go ahead.
Yes, Anthony. Anthony, we thank God for the day, and also I want to say hi to the Network for Societal
Transformation.
Were
you there on Saturday?
Yes, I went there, but I left and I came back for the certificate.
Oh, great!
I sent 4 people there.
Great!
So I have to take them there myself, and then
some
people, when you give them the money to go and
I tell you, I know it's right.
Yes,
Kweku,
so I
I
went and
know,
registered
right?
myself.
They'll pass somewhere.
Yes. Until now, we have to, say something for our country to move forward. I think our leaders, some of our leaders, don't respect us at all. Until now, somebody's legacy that you are eating on today, you said the person has not done anything, or the current government has done more than him, and you travel to South Africa to apologize to us that what you said is just a political talk or something, or you are. Until now, we can't take it. We can't take that at all. Where you said the so once you were on the political platform and you said those things, do the same thing and tell the whole Ghana you are sorry for what you said. But look at what you are doing. Such an arrogance coming to ruler. No. And now we will not accept it.
I hear you, Kuku.
And also, you see, he has gotten the guts to visit a man of God, Apostle Engineer Kojotafu.
Yeah.
And it was unfortunate that the man of God didn't tell him what you have done is bad. Go back and apologize to Daniel. But he is advising him and say his humility will do this and do that. And, when you listen to some of our leaders like this, it doesn't give hope for the youth or people who are listening to them. And so we need to talk to our leaders that we have entrusted the nation to them, and we needed a good character so that those who are coming will emulate it.
Will emulate them. Okay.
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
Antina.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Kweku. Hack sends me a quote from Leo Tolstoy. Be bad, but at least don't be a liar. That's from Leo Tolstoy, but it was Hack from WA who sent it, said kudos to Sam and the entire Trades Union Congress. I have a caller on the line. Hello? Yes.
Hello,
yeah, yes.
yeah, a very quick one about this Kwame Nkrumah saga. The memorial park, I was there Saturday. Thursday I went to work, came back Friday, Saturday at the funeral at State House, did some rounds, Sunday church, and today at Bodwasi, just by the grace. My sister, you see, when I went to the memorial park, in fact, I like the edifice. Everything has changed for good. I saw one thing missing, and I'm putting it in the public domain. In the past, when you go there, you find the shovel that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah of blessed memory used to cut the Akosombo sword before construction.
Yeah.
But when I went this Saturday, it was missing. Well, I did not find it. It was not within the photo gallery, closer to his coffin, the casket,
Okay.
So if it has been taken somewhere, they should quickly bring it back. But let me wrap up. Let me tell you, you see, the current president, he was a full-fledged CPP man with a CPP card. He said, in fact, we don't just come out sometimes to say that this is. In fact, the very Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown. When he heard of it, I don't want to put it in the public domain. He ran out of a shock from the bathroom. It was after the coup that he reunited with his UP tradition, which is now today MPP. So, Dr. Napo, you see, I know you are a medical man. You are not a historian. But somebody once told me something. Have a bit of knowledge about every aspect of life before you speak.
Yes.
That was why Socrates once said that we must think twice and speak once. So before you even compare this, in fact, the current president was a full-fledged CPP man with a card, not that he was just a sympathizer or a floating member. Full-fledged. So before you compare him, at least do some background check. You know, you say this because he has at least promoted you. Fine, but don't go to the extent of us comparing orange to apple. There's no way any other president besides Nkrumah and General Champon can be equated. Even General Champon is a walking shadow of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. This is my own perception. Walking shadow. This is my own perception. A Champon can never know where meet or stand Nkrumah. He's just the shadow of Nkrumah. Besides that, all the rest, you are followers. Have a blessed morning.
Thank you very much. Ghana Airways was liquidated by the NPP government in power led by Kufoki. I have a caller on the line. I'll read that message from Uncle Jonathan. Hello, good morning.
Antina.
Yes, Michael, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I think people should know that no one built this country than Kwame Nkrumah. Because those who are comparing Kwame Nkrumah to somebody, how many universities they have built since independence? They should come and tell us. How many SHS schools they have built since independence? Even factories. Go to Temamoto Way. That road leads to Togo. Concrete road.
That's right.
Yes, factory all over the country. Even though we have collapsed
most of them. It is true. It is true.
Yes. University of Ghana, Tema Oil Refining.
Oh, as if you are trying to make a list of Kwame Nkrumah's achievements, I can read more to you than you can even come
You will
up
never
with.
finish until every 1 month. So I think they should stop.
Okay.
It's uncomparable.
All right.
You should give the man a great respect.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michael. Ghana Airways was liquidated by the MPP government in power led by Kufuor. Now, find out how many state properties Ghana Airlines have and who ransacked it all. The same NPP government in power. Shame to all the MPP cronies who bought these properties. Now, that's it. Our reference to the hotel's dilemma and the danger today we are all going through today. Kufuor did it, so Kufuor continues it. No. Auntie Vera, good morning.
Good morning, Auntie. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Oh, we thank God for another week. We pray that the week should be good for us.
Amen.
We pray.
Amen.
Auntie, my only advice is we should look before we leap. Those who are doing that private registration, they must be careful. They are the same people who will be shouting, "We are hungry, we are doing this, we are doing this." Everything should be blamed. The politicians should be in there and lure them so that the end it affects all of us. Now we are suffering. Our children are suffering. Everybody is suffering. So they must think twice before they leap.
Okay.
We beg them. We beg them. They must do their choice nicely.
Okay.
And what shall we do? We have to pray to God to give us the right person. Yes, not the same people who should come and be worrying us. No, we don't want to.
Okay, Auntie
We
Vera.
have to be free on our own.
Okay.
We thank God.
Thank you very much.
And God will intervene for us.
Amen.
God
He will.
intervene for us.
He will.
We can't go through this difficulty again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have some messages. I cannot, please, I don't think I'll pick any calls. Okay. Yeah. Good morning. Now, I believe strongly, yes, the state can appoint the head of SNAP, but with loyalty and honesty. Moreover, it's good Napo has apologized. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is our hero. Besides, you didn't send me your name. Kindly send me your name. 0279 100 600. Okay. I'm trying to read all the messages I haven't read before I okay. All right. Okay, this person send me your name. Okay, let me just say a goodbye to all of you, but thank you very much for being a part of today's show. Let's keep praying for Ghana. It's very important. Let's keep praying for our country, Ghana, and let's speak peace, and let's speak positive things with our lips. Let's keep proclaiming blessings over our country, and I believe it will come to pass. Have a blessed day. We've begun a new week, and I believe that God will give us a blessed week ahead.
Melodies 94.3 FM.
Good morning, it's 9 a.m. There's a Sweet Melodies Major News Bulletin coming to you from our studios, 111 Palace Loop, North Canashie. We're live also on www.sweetmelodiesfm.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Sweet Melodies FM. I am Kweku Sampson. Coming up in this bulletin of the news, we'll continue with our strike until SNIT's board is dissolved, organized labor says. Withdrawal bill on